You're watching CBS 12 News at 3.
On Money now looking live at the big board. Stocks rallying today after closing lower last week as the GameStop stock craze continues. And joining us today to talk about what the financial markets under the new administration, here is Tyler Vernon.
Yeah, he is the CEO with Biltmore Capital Advisors in Boca Raton, and thanks for joining us today. Kind of set the tone here for, here we have a new administration. Is Wall Street somewhat insulated from who is sitting in that seat?
Well, certainly not, right? There's lots of risks that are upon us in 2021, but I think at the end of the day, there's a lot of positivity as well. At Biltmore Capital, we've certainly studied, the market and what's happened over the last 150 years, as well as specifically in the first year of a 4-year presidential term with both Democrats and Republicans. And I think a lot of your viewers should have a little bit of solace in the fact that while the long-term markets have given us 9 to 10%, the first year of presidential terms are typically better. Going back to 1970, we see about a 14 to 50% annual rate of return. And I think there's a lot of there's a favorable environment going into 2021. Specifically, the Fed, we're sitting on extremely low interest rates, which are extremely accommodative towards the economy and corporate earnings. We have this economic stimulus in the form of checks going directly to consumers, which is continuing to keep more dollars in consumers' pockets. We've been announced with the second round of the payroll protection program, trying to keep jobs and people out of the unemployment lines. Just last week, Lily, we saw that savings rates here in the United States were at the highest levels that we've seen since 1975. So what is that doing? It's keeping more money in people's bank accounts, and there's a lot of pent-up demand.
Tyler, those are all good markers, but we're sitting in a pandemic right now. How does America and the economy survive that, and will Wall Street pay a price for that?
Well, you're 100% right. We're in the middle of a pandemic, but markets generally discount what is happening 8 to 9 months in the future. And we expect there to be a boom in the economy once the vaccine is distributed. Specifically, we've had all this pent-up demand. I mean, we're sort of living in, I won't say a bubble, but it's a little differently for us here in Florida. What we've seen throughout of the rest of the country is a lot more restrictive measures. And our clients in 45 states around the country have been talking about, not going out to dinner. Nobody's really been on vacation to the like. The economy is not doing what it normally does. So when this vaccination goes into effect, and we expect by the summer most of the population will in fact be vaccinated, we expect that to lead to a huge boom in the U.S. economy to the tune of 5% or so year-over-year growth. And the numbers will be back to pre-pandemic levels by the third quarter of this year. So I agree that we're in the middle of things don't feel right. And that's normally the time when, as long as the future is going to look bright, markets will continue to rise based on the recovery that we continue to see.
Well, we hope you are right. This is Tyler Vernon. He is with Biltmore Capital out of Boca Raton. Great insight. Hopefully you're right on this. I'd love to see us rebound. It would be terrific news. Thanks again for joining us.
Great to be here, guys.
Thank you, Tyler.